We got to tell the truth, and it's the truth that changes and defeats the lie. You choose good or you choose evil. You choose good or you choose evil. It's up to you. You got to think for yourself. Think for yourself. And if you decide to go with evil, it's your fault. I want to show you what evil look like. They have nothing else to offer. I want to show you what evil look like from hell. Oh, they're from the gates of hell. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars. You choose good or you choose evil. You choose good or you choose evil. It's up to you. You got to think for yourself. Think for yourself. And if you decide to go with evil, it's your fault. I want to show you what evil look like. They have nothing else to offer. I want to show you what evil look like from hell. Oh, they're from the gates of hell. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars. These are children of the light. Children of the light. Godless. These are children of the light. Children of the light. They're liars.
got to stand up strong. Think the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am JLP Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. It's Friday again. Already. You can get involved by calling 888-7753. 773 888-77-JESSE. JESSE. Jesse. And my biblical question for this week: are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? Are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? Amazing. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JessieLeePeterson.com/show. JessieLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is you're doing, you can't sit and watch the show. Normally you podcast it, and you should and you can podcast all the shows, but you still could be listening on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Friday. So it's Get It Off Your Chest Friday / because we love the blacks / Black Friday. This was back then. And this is now. I love the blacks.
You do make disparaging remarks towards black people.
Be black.
I want to make sure we agree on that first.
No, we disagree.
Hold on.
I want to ask.
Well, and the things that you do, just like I say, I want to hate you, but something won't let me.
Hey, what's wrong with the blacks? What? Amazing. Let me just say thanks for an amazing White History Month. In July, our 8th annual White History Month was absolutely through the roof. It was like people literally participated around the world. And so thank you all for that. And we had this finale by going on the streets and talking to people on the streets about white history. So thank you all. A lot of you got the T-shirts and mugs, and you helped spread the word. In spite of some people getting mad, you helped spread the word about white history. We got to remember white history. If ever we needed to remember and appreciate white history, now is the time. So thank you all it was overwhelming. Thank you very much, really. White History Month. And now it's August, and we're working on another reminder month of probably, other than love being first, the most important thing in America. And that is to rebuild, point men back to themselves. And so August is Men History Month, and it is August, and so happy Men History Month. It's August. And we got to remind, there is this order, whether we like it or not, whether you like it or not, admit it or not, acknowledge it or not, there's this order, and nothing else going to work but that order of God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, women over children. And if a woman doesn't have a man, a husband, then God is over her. Even when the man is there, the woman is still subject to God and not to the man. We want to get that clear. But it's so important, so important to point the way back to the Father for men. And it's a mess out there. I didn't know how bad it was for men. As I didn't know how bad it was for white people. I didn't know that people hated white people to this degree, and it's getting worse. But we'll get back to that. But what I want to play for you here to start out Men History Month, and I want your Men History moment, or your man history moment, Some men in the past that have impacted America, impacted your life in a good way. And so I want to encourage you to listen to and watch what we're about to play for you, because I promise you, if you can do these things, if you can do them, you will become a man. So here's what it takes to become a man. Watch this. The If poem.
If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but are none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Amazing. The depths of that poem is mind-blowing, really. And that's Donald Trump's secret to how he's dealing with life right now.
and the issues and the things he is able to do and get done in such a short time. What manner of man is this? The wind and sea obeys him. The world obeys Donald Trump. And they call him king. They have king rallies. But the point is, that is the secret to becoming a man. And a woman, but it's not women, but the same thing, ladies. But you want to be a man if you will become a man. Really. So happy Men's History Month. August is Men's History Month, and we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man by pointing them back to the Father. Pointing them back. They're lost. They've been turned away. And it's a mess. Happy Men's History Month. And again, thank you for an amazing White History Month. And Nick, the anchor baby, played the Man on the Street thing yesterday on my channel there. And so check it out. And it's on your channel too, Nick?
No, nothing. I haven't posted like that on my channel.
All right. But check it out. Warning, warning, warning. Listen up, folks. For those who want to change. Warning. Warning. Emergency. Alert. I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to drop the anger. Really. Anger is evil. Anger has no love for anyone, no one. Your own family member, your own children, your friends, your husband, your wife, your workers, your co-workers, no one. Anger is evil and very dark and deceiving and very emotional. And there is no end to destruction, the destruction of anger. And all angry people, anyone that has anger, I don't care whether you go to church or not, atheist, flat earther, round earther, anyone that has anger is asleep. And in your state of sleepiness, you have no idea what you're doing. Zero. And everything you do is evil. You can't do good with the nature of anger. And I am concerned, and that was another reason I want, for your own peace sake, your own peaceful mind, you should drop the anger so you, within your own self, can have peace and live your own life. You're not living your life with anger. I don't care what your so-called worldly status is supposed to be. You are not living your life with anger. Anger is evil. And to say, oh, I have a little bit, I control it, it's human emotion. You cannot control anger. Anger controls you. Now, you can lie to yourself, oh, I control it. I don't let it get out of hand. Yes, you do. It's out of hand because it controls you and you don't know it. And I don't know if somebody, well, I know there are people who are teaching others and encouraging others to be angry. They even in churches, Christian churches and Bible studies and things like that, they are encouraging people to be angry. And they tell them to justify being angry. They tell them Jesus is angry, so it's okay. It's just a human emotion. Jesus had it. And you need to have anger. You need that emotion in order to defend yourself. Those are liars. They're lying to you. And to say Jesus was angry is total blindness. It is total blindness. I want to encourage you to drop the anger. And I know it's been taught all over the place that anger is good. And it's been taught that to hate the white man or white people is the right thing to do too. I've known for the last 35 years or so that white people were hated. But I didn't know it had grown to the depths that it is right now. And my concern, and this is another reason for your own soul's sake, I think you should drop the anger, but do what you want. But if y'all don't drop this anger, we could possibly have a race war in America. Really, this thing is out of control toward white people. I had no idea until lately when I didn't know I had gotten to this point in life. And white people, you could bank on it. You are hated. And they hate you for no reason, zero reason. Really, there's not one reason that anyone should be hated, period, or angry, period, but definitely not blaming someone else for your anger. And they're blaming you, white folks, for everything. And the people who hate the whites are outwardly saying it. They're not trying to hide it. They're not trying to hide it at all. They'll even say to white people, F you. Forget about you. White people are evil. And it's just not true. White people are not your problem. Zero. Drop this anger, folks, before we have genocide in America in the way that they have it in South Africa against the whites. The government, your leaders, your so-called counselors and your professionals, they want you to do this. Your doctors want it because it brings money for medication and doctor bills. The educated people want you to be angry. They encourage it. And because you're not your own self, you believe it. You believe what they say, and you act out what they say, and they make money off you, and then you cry. Anger is not good, folks. It's a spirit that made a home in your mind and emotions. There is never, ever, ever, ever a reason to be angry. No matter what happens out there in the world and around you, there is never a reason. Nothing can happen to you that should cause you or could cause you to become angry if you were in control of yourself. Really. But you're not in control of yourself. And it's unfortunate. I want to give you some examples of anger and angry at white people. Angry at white people. And the whites have not done anything to you, and you truly believe they have because you've been told that, and you were told that in your state of anger, and you still believe it, and it's not truthful. They want a war here. Drop the anger before it's too late. And blacks around the world, I really want to encourage you to drop it, because around the world, you are being encouraged to be angry and to bring on destruction upon the planet. And they're giving you false reasons why you should be angry, and generation of blacks have fallen for it. And it's a mess. Just think about in my country, blacks and whites have been living together, going to school together, working together, whatever, right? And yet, the blacks still believe white people are their problem. Your anger starts in the home. It comes from your mother, for men and women. And it's within you, and it drives you, and it made a home in you. And then the spirit of anger, along with other evil people, give you excuses to be angry, to be resentful, to be evil. And believe me, you can bank on this one. All angry people are evil. Evil. And cannot be trusted. And I know you want to trust them, but you can't. And you shouldn't. Look at your life and see what has happened as a result of being angry, what you've done to yourself and what others have done to you. Where's the love in that? There's no love in that. Human nature is not of love. There's nothing good in human beings. You can't find any good in human beings, not one. And black people, you have been used not for good, but for anger, for evil. And you've fallen for it to a way that I didn't know it could get this bad. But you've been used, black people, around the world. You've been set up by other angry people, liberal, whites, and blacks, and some conservatives as well. Use the blacks for destruction. Anytime they want to bring evil in, they use the word discrimination, racism, all kind of mess. Rights, civil rights, no such thing as civil rights. But black people, you're being used for destruction. Ever since the so-called civil rights movement, you've fallen for a lie. And the civil rights movement, so-called, no such thing as civil rights, right? But it's the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks other than abortion. I don't know which is worse. But black people, you've been played. And you can overcome it, but you, as an individual, adult man or woman, male or female, you got to take responsibility for your own life. No one can do it for you. And no one, most people don't want to help you out of it. They want you in your state of destruction. What a sad way to live. This is hell on earth. And black men and women are used to keep hell alive and well on the planet. It's just insane, but angry people are insane. They know not what they do. I want to give you an example of what's happening. It's just around the world, just not in America. Anger. CTV News. Officers were called to a Wet and Wild on July 23rd for an altercation involving multiple individuals. Investigators learned that that was a verbal dispute between multiple people within the line there at the water park. And it went out of control. So you know how they have those water parks in this country? They have it in Canada too, and the people fighting there. Watch this from X. Amazing, huh? In Canada. Black people fighting. This white woman ran over to help. What a crazy woman. And they chased her down like wild animals and attacked her. This is from the Toronto Sun. Police have released an image of two of the suspects wanted in connection with a disturbing video that shows two separate attacks on women at Wet and Wild in Toronto. Watch this.
Well, police are trying to identify two suspects after a woman was assaulted at a water park in Brampton. It happened last Wednesday at Wet and Wild on Finch Avenue. Police say there was an argument in the lineup for a water slide when the two suspects began to assault a woman. The fight then continued towards a shop in the park where the suspects allegedly used store merchandise as weapons, seriously injuring the victim. Anyone who recognizes the suspects in this image is asked to contact Peel Police.
It's everywhere. And you say anger is natural, and you say anger is good. Are you out of your mind? And these are like extreme examples. But anger destroys. How do you think children, how do you think mothers end up destroying their children? They have no love, they only have anger. They have no love, and the kids end up becoming just like the mothers, and the spirit goes on from generation to generation. But white people, watch your backs out there. And black people, white people are not your problem. You've been lied to. And it's gotten worse. It's mind-blowing. Anger is evil, and anger will make you act out in ways that you never imagined you would. And there's fear in anger. Anyone that has anger, resentment, same thing, has fear. Do what you want, folks, but you got to encourage people to drop this anger and stop calling anger good. Everybody angry, you say. And that justify you. You're listening to anger telling you that it's okay because everybody's angry. 888-7753-773. A quick break. Back in a moment. Check out my book, For Race to Responsibility. I show you how I was able to overcome anger. The spirit of anger was taken away from me. I had it. And as a result of having anger, I was insecure. I had doubt, worry, fear. I was in a fallen state and didn't know it. And it wasn't until I went and forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father. I forgave my father for not being there and returned back to him. My spirit connected with his spirit, and through him, I was able to return to God. And I have perfect peace. Perfect love casts out anger. And when anger is gone, fear and doubt, worry, insecurity, suicidal thoughts, all of that is gone, and you are free. Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, or if you want an autographed copy, you can go to my website at rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-BOND. Happy Men's History Month. August is Men's History Month. So, busy schedule today. The Hake Report is coming up right after my show. The Hake, H-A-K-E Report, from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Heard around the world. And after the Hake Report on Friday today, after the Hake Report today, a brand new episode at 11 a.m. of the FallenState.tv. At 11 a.m., I had an amazing conversation with Steve Lee, a comedian, hip-hop artist, and the host of the Steve B, S-T-E-E, Steve B, We Be Show. Watch this.
Next time on The Fallen State.
Were you a mama's boy?
How do you know this stuff? He's almost like partially a psychic. He did the Fu Manchu. Oh.
You're like, oh, you want rice?
Oh my God. Can we even put this on YouTube? You're making me sweat, Jesse. I heard legions of demonic voices. Jesus! Everything cleared.
Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan or T-Tribe Called Quest.
100% the Wang Tang Clan. Oh.
It was amazing. You're going to enjoy this one. Not that you don't enjoy it. I haven't enjoyed the others as well. But it's funny, it's fun, and some little wisdom in there too. Some enlightenment. At 11 a.m. Pacific Time. And you can become a member of the Fallen State right there on the YouTube channel and support it in that way at JesseLeePeterson.com/locals.
JesseLeePeterson.locals.com.
Is it? Jesse Lee, are you sure?
But yes. JesseLeePeterson.locals.com.
JesseLeePeterson.locals.com. So, and after that, it's not over. The American Anchor Baby. He's live today. Get ready. The American Anchor Baby. He's back at right after the Fallen State, around 12 or so Pacific Time. And then Sunday morning, you're all invited to fellowship on Sunday morning. Doors open at 10:30. Meeting starts at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Go to rebuildingtheman.com/church. rebuildingtheman.com/church. All right? It's going to be amazing. We've been having amazing fellowship lately. Well, all the time, really. It just, I don't know, they seem to be getting, if I can use the word, better and better for all. And I told you about, and then I get to your calls here. It's Open Line Friday, about the fight there in Canada. Can you imagine you going to a waterfall thing, wet and wild. It's summertime. You just want to enjoy yourself, play on the water there, and go home. You run into the people of color, and they're fighting. Who fight at a waterfall? Grown people, too. It's not like little children. Who fight at a waterfall? And there is a statue of a black female in downtown Canada. And I don't know what it's for or why and what it's supposed to represent. I really don't know. I don't see any use for it. It seemed useless and unnecessary. This is from Google AI. A 9-foot bronze statue of a black woman titled Moment Contained. Moments Contained. And it's by a British artist by the name of Thomas J. Price. And it was unveiled at a local art gallery of Ontario on July 30, 2025. Here's what it looked like. But I don't know what's the purpose of it.
It's a 9-foot statue of just a woman, for our podcast listeners, just a black woman with her hair up in a bun and her hands in her pocket, just looking regular.
Is she on her way to the cornfield?
I don't know. It doesn't look like that either. She looks like she's about to do nothing.
Is that the little artist down there looking at it?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. In fact, I just looked him up. It looks exactly like him. Thomas J. Price.
Is he black or white?
He looks mixed at the very least. But yeah, he looks black to me. That looks like Thomas J. Price standing next to his statue.
He didn't have anything else to do?
I don't know.
Well, and it doesn't even know why. They have one of these things in New York, too. Some of you may remember this down there. How come they make the black women so big and fat?
Yeah.
They be big and fat and standing on a statue. And what's the purpose?
Maybe it looks like his mama.
Evidently. My producer's telling me that it's to challenge traditional public movement. To challenge traditional public monuments that often excluded everybody, often exclude everyday individuals, particularly women of color. That's from Art News. That's so dumb, I don't even know. I can't even respond to it. It's so dumb. I don't know what to say about it. What a waste of time. 888-77-JESSE. This is hell on earth working through human nature, human beings. Adriana out of Texas. Adriana, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All is well.
Yeah. I just had a question for you.
Okay.
I used to think that you just had to forgive your parents and then, do your silent prayer a little bit here and there and you would just be fine. But, I found out recently that that's just not the case. You really, really have to really work on yourself 24 hours a day.
Yep.
All day long. And so now that I've been doing that, everything's been really, really, really good, really peaceful. But I've also noticed that as, my thoughts start to disappear, people start to, attack you, if that makes sense. Like, my father has been, keeps telling me, like, what are you listening to? And who are you watching? And that's not true. Or people I used to talk to or be friends with like years ago have resurfaced and are reaching out to me, like not good people. And I'm like, where is all this coming from? Like, why now that I'm like finally peaceful? Where are they coming from? And I've noticed too that I'll be peaceful throughout the day, but then when I go to sleep, every night I'm getting these really vivid dreams. And, you know, I let them pass. I wake up and they don't affect me throughout the day. But I am getting them, and I don't usually dream like that, especially every night. So my question, I guess, is when you start to really work on yourself, does the devil try even harder to attack you? At least that's what it seems like.
100%, yes. Especially if you're committed to overcoming evil, they don't want to depart from you. They cling to you, the spirit of evil, because they don't want to depart from you, and so they're going to yell and scream and get mad and bring, as you've mentioned, people in your life would turn against you because now you have nothing in common with them. And the darkness in them would try to destroy the light. The little light that you have, they would try to destroy it, even your own family member. And then when you sleep, just know it's only because you're going unconscious. And so you're having these dreams, but if you stay with it, that would disappear too. That will change on its own. And it's only because you're going unconscious while you sleep. But it will change if you stay with it. And just know these spirits are inside of you, in your mind and emotions, and they're going to yell, they're going to scream, they're going to try to deceive you, all kinds of things. But just be aware of it and do nothing about it. The awareness of the pain, of the misery, of the loneliness, of the stabs in your body, emotional stabs, the awareness of it without fighting any type of resistance against it. You don't want to resist it at all, put up no fight. And so the awareness of it without resistance is the solution to overcoming. You gotta, you will get to the point where you feel hopelessness. You will feel like no faith in it, no belief, no anything. But that is the death of the you, the false you. You got to go through hell to get to heaven. And right now you're going through hell. Let it happen. And then the real you will come forth as the fake you is disappearing.
Yeah, I definitely see that happening. I went through hell like a couple weeks ago, and going through it took it away. And now that I feel peaceful and at peace, and I rarely get thoughts or emotions. It's just so crazy how, like, it feels like the devil is out to get me. Like they're trying so hard to get a rile out of me.
Absolutely.
But I just let it pass, and it just, doesn't affect me. But I just thought that was so interesting that that's even happening, because it's never happened to me before until now.
Well,
which is crazy.
The devil never had a reason to fight back like this, because up until now, you and the devil were one. You were not working on overcoming evil with good, and so he never had to fight back in the way that he's doing now. Now you're becoming aware he's gonna, and all those little demons with him, and there are many of them inside of you. They're going to have to depart from you, and they don't want to. They got to go find a home in somewhere else once they leave you. So you just stay with it. And remember, when the pain is there, the stabbings, emotional stabs are happening, when the fear is upon you, when the hopelessness is there, when that is happening, put up no resistance.
Okay.
Just be aware. The awareness is the solution to overcoming this. You can't put up any fight at all. There's nothing you can do about it. And the devil, those demons want you to fight with it. It wants you to fight because they know as long as you're reacting, you're giving power to them over you.
Yeah. I definitely realized when I just let it pass and I don't react at all, it just goes away on its own. Well, God takes it away.
Yeah. And you're going to eventually, if you should stay with it and stay with it and stay with it, you're going to see an amazing thing. And one of the amazing things that you will see, that it was never you. All of your life, you've been thinking you were your thoughts, you were your emotions, you were your body, you were this or that, you're a cook, you were a wife, you're a mother, you're a friend, you are whatever. And none of those things were ever you at all. You're an artist, you're a singer, you're this. Those are the things you do, but it's not you at all. It's going to be interesting to see how blind you were as you're waking up. It's mind-blowing. So stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Christ said, you don't have to be you any longer, meaning that you don't have to be this false self any longer. This is an illusion. It's just an illusion. It's not even real.
Okay, Jesse, I'll stay with it.
Stay with it, stay with it, and stay with it. And give up. Don't be trying to change it yourself. You cannot change it.
Right. Okay.
Don't put up any fight. Go ahead.
Will do. No, I was just going to say I wanted to shout out Punchie TV because I started watching it and I love it so much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Punchie TV, Punchie.tv. Right on. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Jesse. Thank you for your for all your help.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Don't and you must and you will. Don't try to make this happen. You will get to a point where you feel hopelessness, and that's beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Amazing. Let me go to RENE, our first-time caller out of New York. RENE, you are on the air.
I'm calling from Harlem, New York. And Jesse, I've been listening to you for a while. And one thing I've noticed is you don't like black people very much.
Why do you say that?
Because you love Donald Trump, but you don't like black people.
And why you say that?
Because of everything you say.
Like
everything you do.
Like what, for an example, that I say that indicates I don't love black people?
Well, you don't think there's anything called racism, for one, which is ridiculous.
You believe racism exists?
I think it's pretty evidently clear that it does exist.
And what's the proof?
Well, there's this thing called the Ku Klux Klan. Have you heard of them?
No, I'm asking you, what is the proof that
Have you heard of them?
I heard of the NAACP, too. Have you heard of
No,
them?
not the NAACP, the Ku Klux Klan. Is something wrong with your hearing?
I've heard of the Ku Klux Klan. But what does that have to do with... What,
are they still around?
What does that have to do with this idea of racism?
Well, they started racism in this country because they wanted to make sure that black people didn't get civil rights, which you don't even think there is anything called civil rights.
And there is something called civil rights, but there's no such thing as civil rights. RENE, I do want to get to the civil rights thing, but give me proof that racism exists.
Well, the proof is the fact that this country wanted to hire that racist Donald Trump as president, and the man's a rapist and a racist who tried to have 5 innocent black
Renee,
men.
you're not giving me. Give me proof.
That's the reason, you dummy. Are you gay?
Renee,
Are you gay?
Renee,
Are you gay?
Renee, give me proof that racism exists.
I just did.
Give me proof, Renee.
I just did.
And where is the what other thing you said? Oh, civil rights. What are civil rights?
What are civil rights?
Yeah.
Let's see.
What is civil rights? You said civil rights is
the right granted to civilians.
What?
Does that make sense to you?
So what now?
Listen carefully. Rights that are given to civilians.
What kind of rights?
My goodness. You're stupid. You know that, right?
What type of rights, Renee?
Are you educated? Do you have an education?
Renee, you're not. You made the statement. What are civil rights?
Rights granted to civilians, you idiot.
Like what?
The right to be heard, the right to free speech, the right to do what you want to do in this country that's supposed to be free.
So does your right come from people or God?
It comes from God and the people.
And so people gave you civil rights?
No, God gave you civil rights, and the government.
No, I'm asking you. You said your rights come from people. People have given you civil rights.
It comes from God.
No, you said.
Dummy.
You believe in God?
Do you?
Do you believe in God, Renee?
Of course I do.
Do you love white people?
No. Do you?
How is it that you believe in God and do not love white people?
Well, listen carefully, okay? God is black. Jesus is black. Does that make sense to you?
How is it that you believe in God and you don't love your fellow man? You don't love white people?
Well, that's easy to describe. In the Bible, which you don't know nothing about, God made evil and he made good. Right? You following so far? You listening?
Go ahead, Renee.
All right. There are people that were put on this planet, to do just the evil that is done around the world.
And which are you doing, good or evil?
It's in the Bible.
Which are you doing? Are you doing good, Renee? Are you doing good or are you doing evil?
I'm doing good.
And so to hate your fellow white people, is that good or evil?
I'm hating evil.
So in hating white people, you hate...
I'm hating evil.
Renee,
listen carefully.
Renee.
Very clearly.
To hate white people, is that good or evil? Are you doing good or evil?
That's what evil is.
What?
Duh, you're stupid.
What'd you say, Renee?
The evil is in white people, dummy.
Thank you, Renee. I got to take a break. Quick break, 2 more hours to go. 888-7753-773. Hate news, not the fake news. I'll be back in a moment. Thank you, Renee. I recommend you get a copy of my book, From Rage to Responsibility. I write about how the spirit of anger was taken away from me 29 years ago. I forgave my mother who tried to turn me away from my father, and I returned to my father, and through him, my father on earth, and through him I was able to return to God. No man or woman can return to God unless you go through the Son. And men are sons of God. There may be weak, pathetic examples of it, but it's the spiritual order of life. God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. So get From Rage to Responsibility. I write about that. Go to my website, rebuildingtheman.com, for an autographed copy, or call 800-411-BOND. And donate to my nonprofit, Bond, the Brotherhood Organization of a New Destiny. We are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man.
It's some serious mess going on in the world like crazy. The Trump administration, though, is helping to clean up the mess. They're trying to clean up rather than add to the mess in the world with workers, so-called workers, allowing them to express their religious beliefs, whether Christian or otherwise very nice. And extreme weather. There's like crazy flooding, even in like Joppatown, Maryland. What a mess. And of course, the tariffs are beginning for every country around the world. I think this is the end of hour 1 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Black Friday. Get it off your chest day Friday, the 1st of August Friday, AD 2025. Happy Men's History Month. And thank you. I join JLP in thanking you for a very special White History Month. This says Men's History Month. This is an old prototype of. It's not Rage Against the Machine. It's what's that black guy's name? Booker T. Washington. Anyway, speaking, because he was a man, and now he's in heaven. We pray. Or something like that. JLP will be right back to your calls and your super chats and more great stories. There is one line open. You can call in right now, even during Hake News, Not Fake News. And JLP will be right back. All right? Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports the Trump administration. Oh, by the way, you can get a better version of this T-shirt, an updated version of this T-shirt, Men's History Month T-shirt. JaceLeePeterson.shop. I do believe. Anyway, the Trump administration issued a memo this week declaring that federal agencies will allow workers. I use the term very loosely. I'm traumatized by that term workers because most of the time in that context, they're not working. But anyway, in this case, they might be working to promote their religious beliefs to colleagues, display religious items, and even pray at work. According to the guidance, a federal worker may engage another in polite discussion of why his faith is correct. I like how they said his rather than his or her liberal. Why his faith is correct and why the non-adherent should rethink his religious beliefs. Pretty cool. Women shouldn't be preaching this stuff anyway, right? Anyway, shout out. There is one caveat provided that such efforts are not harassing in nature. Ooh, there's a woman word. Nice, though. Nice. It's a fair word, though. Anyway, extreme weather, heavy storms that developed on Thursday afternoon yesterday, last day of White History Month, and lasted throughout the evening, dumped torrential rain on millions of people in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast regions. All the water wreaked havoc along the Interstate 95, I-95 corridor, flooding roads. Oh my gosh. Submerged vehicles, stranding vehicles in several states, or at least a few. In New York City, videos from inside the Grand Central Terminal showed a Metro North train drenched in water. One passenger told Commie Nonsense that being inside the train car felt like being in a car wash. Woo. Intense rains caused leaks at SEPTA stations in Philadelphia as well. The storms also disrupted air travel. Ground stops reported at major airports in New York and Washington, D.C., and thousands of flights canceled or delayed. It's August 1st, and our greatest president, Donald J. Trump, has set new tariffs for every country around the world. Even the nations that negotiated trade deals will see tariffs rise on the vast majority of goods that America imports from them. While universal tariff for goods coming into the United States, it will remain at 10%, the same level that was implemented April 2nd. That rate will apply only with countries with which the United States has a trade surplus. A 15% rate will serve as the new tariff floor for 40 countries with which the U.S. has a trade deficit. We buy more from them than they buy from us. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP. Hour 2.
to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Peterson. Welcome to the second hour of the show already. And happy Man History Month. August is Men's History Month. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. And my biblical question, are you living your own life? And what does it mean? And what does it mean to live your own life? Are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? Amazing. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you got to run around, for whatever reason, you just can't sit and watch the show, I'm going to podcast. You can podcast the show. But you could be listening whether you're at the gym or walking or whatever. You can be listening to the show on your iPhone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to Buy Me a Coffee. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk. BuyMeACoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. It's Friday. It's Open Line Friday. It is Black Friday. Amazing. I love the blacks.
You do make disparaging remarks towards black people.
He black.
I want to make sure we agree on that first.
No, we disagree.
Hold on.
I want to ask.
Well, and the things that you do, just like I say, I want to hate you, but something won't let me.
Hey, what's wrong with the blacks? First you hate me, then you love me. That's a game for a fool. Break up to make up. Happy Men History Month. Before I go back to the phones, I mentioned anger is evil and very destructive in ways that you can't even imagine, but you will discover when you get to know yourself. You'll see, and it's going to be amazing. It's time to wake up. It's time to return to love. And you return to love by returning to the Father. By returning to the Father. Return to men and women. Return to the Father. You will return to love. You were created to be of love and not of anger, not of hatred, not of resentment, and not of fear. And black people, I said once and I said again, you are being encouraged to be of evil and not of good by being angry and blaming. There's never, ever, ever but never a reason to be angry. Really, anger is not necessary. If you want real power and authority over your life, you got to return to the Father. You must return to love. Christ said, and I repeat, in order to have a life, you got to give up a life. You got to give up your false self. And black women, you are out of control because you resent your fathers, you resent your mothers. Your mother and grandmothers have turned you away from your fathers and recreated you in their image. And then they go out into the world, they tell you that it's somebody else, and then they prop up your ego. They don't love you at all. They just pretend that you're a victim, and they prop up your ego because they know that what you've done to the black family and black men, you can do it to America. Destroy it. And you're going to be able to get away with it because you're a black female. Isn't that amazing? You are being used in a mighty way to usher in evil on earth. All women are until they start to overcome, but black women, you got it bad. Here's a black woman, an example of black women. They're a mess. Except when they start to overcome. And there are black females who are becoming women because they're overcoming that fallen nature. Here's a black woman being forced to exit a plane because of her disruptive behavior. Watch this.
I didn't even do anything. Officers, if you'll come and ask these witnesses, because I don't want to talk to her. I'm just trying to go home. And when we pull up, I will be quiet. I got to go pick up my son. I'm on the phone with my mama. You're on the phone with my auntie. I didn't do anything. No, I'm not. You can come here. I don't want to go that way. Seriously. I'm on the phone with my mama. I'm calm. I just want to go.
Can you come off the plane and talk to them?
No, I'm not, because they're going to drive off. I'm not getting off the plane because I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not. I will be quiet once the plane goes off. I'm not leaving.
Okay,
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I want to go home. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I want to go home. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm not leaving. I'm going to go home.
12 seconds later.
The people got in the car. I didn't get in the car. Like, for real. Like that. In the car. I didn't get in the behind me, beat him on the lip, 283 answers TikTok. I'll start giving you social media names. Like, no, Destiny, nothing. Like, y'all. Oh, God, I'll slap everybody on this bitch. That's probably weird. I'm going to go to the stuff.
Amazing, huh? These are examples of black women raising children. Now do you understand? And that is an extreme, but that happens in their homes. Here's another black woman being uncooperative during an arrest.
What are you putting me up for?
It
shows you're suspended.
I'm
that's
not suspended.
why.
I just sent out a check. I'm not
okay, let me see your driver's license. Let me see your driver's license.
It's nothing to see, bro. It's nothing to see.
Let me see your
I'm
driver's
going to call
license.
my case manager because I just sent out that f***ing
Your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Do
you have your driver's license and proof of insurance?
Yes, I do, but you just pulled me over.
May I see it?
What was your reason for pulling me over?
You feel the signal go around the truck and
no, I
shows you're
didn't.
suspended.
No, I didn't. You just lied. Watch out.
No,
what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm closing my door.
conducting a traffic stop.
Okay. But
no, you're not closing.
Let me close my door. You're doing.
Do you have your driver's license, yes or no?
What do you need my driver's license for?
I'm conducting a traffic stop. That's why. I need to identify who you are.
Okay, well, I'm trying to get in contact with who I need to get in contact with. Tell me I'm calling my case
I don't
manager.
care who you're calling.
No, because
I need to identify you. Put the phone away. You don't show me your ID, I will arrest you.
Well, can you shut my door?
Quit reaching around the car. Last chance.
I do, but get the f back. Like, you're, like, I'm here for my f***ing life. I'm a black woman. You're always shooters.
I'm a black woman, she
Quit
said.
reaching around the car. Now I'm ordering you out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
All right, watch out. Don't keep touching me, bro. Don't keep touching me, bro. This is annoying.
Black and beautiful. Black excellent. Remind me of Jasmine Cricket. And last but not least, here's a video of a black woman bumping into a white woman at a grocery store for, it seems, no reason at all. Watch this from X.
As Jesse described, woman walking in through the front door of a store, and woman just seems to bump right into her with her shoulder. Looks totally intentional, put force into it and everything.
If ever the black people needed God, they need him now. This is out of control, folks. And it's being encouraged. That's what's so evil about it as well. "888, it's Open Line Friday. Get it off your chest day. Why don't you drop the anger? Stop believing the lie that anger is natural and it's human nature. It is human nature, but it's evil. And human nature is evil. Why don't you be free now? And if not now, when?" Let me go to Ohio and talk to Laura. Laura, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
I called you for the first time on Tuesday, and because this is now Men's History Month, I would like to illustrate an example of my husband standing up to something that was terribly wrong this morning. He was on his way to work. He has to circle around this gas station where he witnessed an elderly woman sitting in her car and a black man violently kicking at her window, her driver's side window. He pulled around. Other people had apparently seen this, but he pulled around and he opened his window and he yelled to the man, "Stop or I'll shoot," very loud. And the man ran off, and the woman was allowed to, escape from the situation. And this is just another example of what takes place here in southwestern Columbus, Ohio, every day. And this time, he did stand up. He was only grateful that he didn't have to back it up because he could have.
And you're white, right?
Yes.
What is it like being white and living in such an evil world where you're hated for no reason at all? What's that like living?
It just feels really bizarre because it didn't seem to feel this way when I was younger. I'm older now, and things have just changed for the worse in the last, 20 years, where this sort of thing is taking place every day. You can't go to the grocery, work, the gas station, or anything without an incident like this taking place because they hate you. I only imagine what could have happened to this woman had he broken her window. She would not, hopefully she would have survived, but I'm sure he would have pulled her from the car in one way or another.
Why do you think she didn't call? I know, unless you talk to her, you wouldn't know, but why do you think she did not call the police?
Well, it all happened very quickly. The man, appeared from nowhere, and he, there wasn't a time to react, for anybody to react and call the police. I mean, he would have accessed her car easily before police would have ever arrived at the scene.
Well,
so she just sped off, as quickly as she could, as my husband threatened the man.
Amazing. Well,
yeah.
I'm glad it didn't turn out any worse than that, Laura. What a mess.
Me too, Jesse. I just pray to God every day that we remain protected in our travels and things. That's all we can do.
What a mess.
It is a mess. And I just wanted to share with you a story. I told you how these things were taking place every day and didn't have, a great deal of examples except for Cincinnati. But
Amazing.
this one just happened today, and
Well, I'm glad
I
your
swear,
husband is well and the lady is fine as well.
Yes, me too.
Watch your backs out there. It's bad for white people out there now.
Definitely.
All right, Lord. Thank you.
And thank you, and take care, Jesse. Much love.
You too. Love you back. Oh, amazing. What a mess. Let me go to Richie out of Canada. Richie, you are on the air.
Jesse, what a privilege to speak to you.
Thank you.
I've been I've been watching you just for a few months now, and you got into my algorithm on YouTube, and I've just been blown away by your intelligence, your sweetheart, and your cool, calm demeanor. The way some people use is so rude, and to see you coast through that without being affected by it is an inspiration to see somebody maintain his love and calmness through any situation. So I wanted to say thank you for that. It's inspiring.
You're welcome. You got to overcome the anger. Once you overcome the anger, you will have peace and you will have understanding. And it's the understanding which all come from truth from God. But you got to drop the anger so you can die from the ego.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I spent I'm 44 years old, and maybe 10 years ago I went to therapy because I wasn't well and I didn't know why.
Yeah.
So through my therapy sessions, my therapist insisted that we explore my relationship with my parents, especially the one with my mother. And doing that, I really felt like I forgave her for whatever it is that she did, because she was human, and I love her, and I forgave her for whatever. And I thought I buried the hatchet, but just recently I went on a trip with my new dog, my rescue dog, and my brother. We went down to Maine to visit a cousin, and on this trip, my dog was so detached from me, and he was not with me anymore, and I took it to heart. I know it's going to sound crazy, but I was anthropomorphizing the relationship, and he just didn't want anything to do with me, and it made me so sad. And at one point, I lost my shit. I got angry. That I could feel the anger build in me, and I knew I was wrong for doing it, but I couldn't help but feel it.
Yeah.
And I was a little rough with my corrections with him, and even in the far distance of my mind, I could see flashes of like real evil. Like I wanted to throw him off the bridge. A split second, I thought about that. And then I thought for a split second of cutting his throat. I know it sounds crazy, but I just caught those flashes, and I was like, I know I don't want to do that. I know I need to calm down. But it was interesting to catch myself, to know what was right, but I couldn't help but not feel it. And I just wanted to ask you, what do you think a guy in my situation who wants to get rid of his anger completely, and you're my inspiration at this point in this realm, how does a guy who wants that so badly get rid of that, even feeling it? Is that possible?
Number one, you're supposed to feel it and do nothing about the feeling. You don't put up any resistance to it. And you're supposed to see, and seeing like the temptation you had with the dog situation, seeing that and then knowing that you didn't want to do it is all that you need to do, but don't fight against the thoughts and the feelings, and then the Spirit of God will take them away from you. He will remove those demons from your mind and emotion and make you free. But if you try to do something about it, you're just keeping it alive in your body and your mind, because those spirits stay alive by getting you to react to them. Mm-hmm. And they don't want you to be still and be aware of them. They want you to react so they can stay with you. So you're doing right by not reacting. Have you gone and forgiven your mother?
You know, I'm questioning. I think I have. My parents, both of my parents passed away about 22 years ago. So I can't really
And did you
call them
go
up.
to her and tell her you were sorry for resenting her for what she'd done to you?
I didn't say those specific words, but I did apologize to her.
For what?
In a way, I apologized for, because I wanted to get, she had kicked me out of the house when I was about 17 years old. And then she got cancer. And I told her that while this was happening, that she shouldn't kick me out of the house because it's going to ruin our relationship. And a long story short, at the end of her cancer, when I felt like she was deteriorating and that she needed me, I asked for her forgiveness on purpose so that she would let me back into the house, into her house, so I could be with her. So I didn't really forgive her in that moment. I just wanted to be with her and take care of her. And I have to say that those last 2 months that we spent together, I really felt like she was there with me, and I always felt she loved me and wanted to take care of me. She just didn't know how.
Well,
She
number
just made
one, you should not have asked for forgiveness from her. You should never ask another human being for forgiveness. Human being cannot forgive. Only God forgive. What we have to do is admit that we are wrong for being angry, resentful, being hateful, right? Our hearts are wicked. We have to apologize for being wrong, because when you have anger like that, you judge. And when you judge, you're playing God, and you will never know God. I would have recommended that you told her, I'm sorry for being angry at you for what you've done to me. I realize now you couldn't help yourself, but you have not overcome your mother yet. And now that she's dead and you can't go to her, you should realize that what she done to you was wrong. It was evil. And your mother did not love you. She never had love for anyone. She couldn't help herself because her mother screwed her up. So that you can forgive her, even though she's dead, by realizing she couldn't help herself, and forgive your father for not protecting you. And I promise you, God will forgive you, change your heart from anger to love, and give you peace.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate those words, man. You are truly an amazing person. Thank you.
Do not ever ask. We're wrong for judging. And that's what God forgive us for when we admit that. But don't ever ask a human being for forgiveness. Don't ever say to them, forgive you, because they will see it as control over you. They will not forgive. It's not in human nature to forgive.
That's interesting.
I wish you well, Richie.
Thank you. Same to you, Jesse.
And do the silent prayer, rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. Do that. Rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. You'll be fine.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate you.
All right. Take care now.
You too, man.
All right. Super. There's a line open. We will get back to the calls in a minute. Super chat.
Super chats.
Morning.
Good morning.
Over on YouTube, I Set the Tone is now a member on the JLP Peterson YouTube channel.
Right on. Thank you. Amazing.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And A1, also a member on the YouTube channel. Very cool.
Right on. Thank you.
C-South says like 90 going north.
Like 90 going north. Amazing.
Heart eyes emojis. That was from the man on the street. She gave that super chat during the premiere.
Oh, nice.
The White History Month Hollywood Boulevard street interviews.
It was amazing. And what I discovered when I was up there on the boulevard, most of the white people there were tourists. It was hard for us to really meet an American white person.
Yeah, interesting.
That was weird. And it was packed with people.
Yeah.
But most of the whites were from other countries.
Because whites been there, done that.
And they didn't speak English, so it was kind of difficult to talk to them.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you.
That there were plenty of blacks to
Yeah,
interview.
oh.
Quite entertaining.
Yeah, there were a lot of blacks.
Madness Comic Network says he gifted the cookie. Says, yeah, white man pays to see this. LOL. Lots of laughs.
Amazing.
Talking about the man on the street.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was over on pilled.net. Groovy Monkey said during the premiere yesterday, I love all people except Rod Stewart.
If you want my body and you think I'm sassy, come on, baby, let me know.
A talented white history songwriter from England.
Nice.
Gabriel gifted the on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Just wanted to shout out to that black fellow from Thursday morning building his own house. Amazing. I
know. That was something else. Right on.
It was very popular to build your own house in the 1950s. They even had house kits to DIY them, do it yourself. My grandfather, too, built his own family home back in the 1960s. Impressive work, man. A true light unto the family.
Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
My dad added on to his house back
way
before I was born.
Yeah.
Gabriel says, amazing man on the street live. Please make more. It's nice to see you in a different setting, Jesse. That little girl holding up the peace sign was amazing while her mother was hating the whites. What the? There's a moment before children get corrupted with anger. They have perfect peace and no hate in their heart. Reminds me of the passage, children are the most innocent of all God's servants. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gabriel.
The Anchor Baby did it amazing, along with Derek, my producer, an amazing deal with that. And being out there recording it, editing it, and just making it happen. Thank you guys very much. Amazing.
Oh, yeah. And Anthony on Cash App, Ghost of Maxine's wig roaming the halls of Congress. Black Friday, come on, man, you ain't black till Friday. Black Friday smash and grab specials all night.
We love the blacks. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. AKP, never thought I'd love a 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time so much. Happy Friday, folks, and happy Men's History Month.
Thank you, and thanks for your support. Amazing.
David, wow, when did the Super Chat came back?
Thank God.
A few months ago.
Amazing.
Thank you, David. R.H. Hernandez the fourth, 10 coffees, very generous. The Great Black Hope, he says.
Keep hope alive. Jackson. Amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Lord Bibby 42 bought a coffee.
Lord, baby.
Jesse Ron DeSantis, also known as Meatball Ron, has officially made August 1st Hulk Hogan Day.
Right on.
In Florida. How amazing is it to go from White History Month to Hulk Hogan Day, which starts Men's History Month? Forget it, libtards. He says something else.
Is that true?
Love you guys. God bless.
Thank you.
If Lord Bibby said
Love you back, Lord Bibby.
It must be
so
true.
So that's happening with Hulk Hogan in Florida?
Let's find out.
Politico says, yeah.
That's amazing.
Ron DeSantis declares Hulk Hogan Day in Florida and orders flags lowered.
What a nice way to start Men's History Month.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Thank you.
David bought 5 coffees. Just bought my second Punchie coffee to help with the fundraiser. Been doing the silent prayer about 9 months now, every morning and night without fail. I've started doing it during the day also last week. I practice staying present all day long, and he hasn't skipped it. And he goes on and on. It's not a very pithy coffee.
Keep it pithy.
But thank you, sir, for your 5 coffees.
Yeah.
Quite generous.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll get to more of your super chats. Wait, do we have time? Oh, yeah. We'll get to more of your super chats later, guys.
I got to take a quick break. When I come back, your phone call. Thank you for your super chat. Don't forget to be present. Stay present. And life is right there all the time. It's amazing. Quick break. Back in a moment. Check out Punchie's coffee. I have my own coffee now. Punchie coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor. Top quality, specialty grade beads. Good. Every dime goes back to BAR, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchie has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchie's coffee. Man, here's my couple announcement. Number one, support our fundraising drive there. We're raising money to get the bills paid, helping others to help others. Thank you for that. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com, or call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663, or you can mail it in. Make the check or money order out to Bond. Mail it to P.O. Box 35090, L.A., California, 90035. P.O. Box 35090, L.A., California, 90035. And you can scan the QR code to support Bond. The QR code, I think you're used to this this is for my time. The QR code to help to support Bond. And thank you all who are helping and have helped. I appreciate it. And one last thing, shout out for personal shout outs, birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, whatever the occasion is. Congratulations. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. Let me go to Chris, a first-time caller out of Florida. Chris,
hey, Jesse.
You are on the air.
Hey, thanks, Jesse. I appreciate you taking the call.
Yes, sir.
I've been watching you on YouTube for years, and my wife loves you too. We've been married 34 years. I'm retired military at 26 years, and I still work for the government. So I'm a Christian conservative, alpha male, but there's three people that I look up to before I get to my question. One is you, Jesse Peterson. The other is Victor Davis Hanson, and the third is an actor named Denzel Washington. Now, why is that? Because what I just heard you earlier is eliminate the hate.
Yeah.
Be calm, cool, collective, passionate, courtesy to others, forgiving. You don't need to raise your voice and yell like Cory Booker, Spartacus, and all these other people. I monitor you, and I appreciate your composure and how professional you are in delivering your message.
Thank you.
My question for you, sir. Yes, sir. My question for you is, I'm monitoring, the political community, what's going on with Hillary Clinton, Brennan, Comey, all this stuff that's happened. And I look at Pam Bondi, and we put in there, and the FBI director and the deputy director. My question is, when do you think, or do you think, any of these people that have done what the investigation is showing they've done are going to get perp-walked?
Going to get what now?
When are there going to be any perp-walked, a perpetrator?
Oh, okay.
When are they going to get some kind of something against them? I mean, we talk about all this. We have all this evidence, the burn bags that were hidden in the FBI annex building, And there's all this evidence, and nothing happens to any of these people that everybody talks about. They have all this evidence, and nothing ever happens. So my question is, what do you think is going to happen with all this Russiagate, with Clinton against the Trump campaign in its first election? Do you have an opinion on that? With that, I'll pause and turn it back to you, sir. Thank you.
I always have a wait and see about all things, but I don't see these people going to jail. They're not going to be punished. And if you notice, government don't punish government. And now maybe some of the people in a lower, class of that, not the politician, but work with the politician, maybe you may see some of them get arrested, but the people you name, they're not going to jail at all. Nothing going to happen. They're just going to talk about it. They're going to, quote unquote, investigate it, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I respect your opinion. I just wanted to hear that from you.
Yeah,
you're solidifying what I believe as well. So,
yeah.
So I appreciate your honesty, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Amazing.
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend.
You too, buddy. Amazing. These people are not going to be punished, people. You might well forget about that. And just focus on Donald Trump making America great again with jobs and opportunities and getting rid of the crime and lowering the taxes and things like that. But all this other stuff, it ain't going to change. It's not. This is hell on earth. Let me go to Chris out of Ohio. Chris from Ohio, you're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how are you this morning?
All is well, Chris.
That's good to hear. When the gentleman asked me about what I wanted to talk about, and I stated something that I didn't want him to take the wrong way, it's more of a levity thing because, I always listen to a lot of the black leaders that are not leaders. They're not leaders. They just talk and squawk, and they're talking about reparations. And here's the crazy thing: who enslaved the blacks in the South? What party?
The Democrats.
Then they should have to pay the reparations.
Well, to be honest with you, Chris, we have given the blacks reparations, too much reparations. We've given them governmental programs. We've given them white communities. We've given them access to white universities, and we've given them everything, government welfare, everything. It's time out for that, because that's not the problem. The problem is the blacks got to drop the anger. They got to forgive their mothers, and they got to take responsibility for their own life as individuals. And there should never, ever, ever be another person your leader. You're not supposed, human being, it's abnormal for a human being to have a leader over him or her.
That's true.
It indicates that something is wrong with you when you put a leader, another human being, over you as your leader. And that's what the blacks did when the so-called civil rights movement happened. They stopped being individuals and they surrendered to the so-called civil rights leader, Martin Luther King and all those people. And it's just been downhill ever since.
Yeah, but who started the civil rights? Wasn't it enacted by white government leaders?
Well, I don't know right now. I don't remember how it got started, but I do know it was a setup to draw black people into the Democratic Party even more so and control them.
That's true.
For personal gain.
Yeah, and that's true. And I look at, reading about Lyndon Baines Johnson, the statement he made about it and everything. And I look at, I'm just perplexed. I'm really perplexed how the blacks are being duped every day. Every day, Jesse. I mean, we all have been duped somewhere. And I just sit there and I think, why are not the black people looking and seeing that they have been lied to, all these dispersions and everything like that, but they blame it on the white people. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Where I live, our community is mixed up with the blacks, the whites, Hispanics, and everything like that. I don't fear going anywhere until I see young people. And the young people scare me more than anything because they walk around with this hate look on their face and everything. And I'm thinking, man, I got to really watch out for this. So our youth, that truly is our leaders going forward, so-called leaders going forward the rest of the years. We may not be here, but that's what, I look at and I'm thinking, man, somebody has really got to call what is, what's going on, call it, and not be afraid to do that.
Well,
and it's just like with...
Let me just tell you that we get a noise in your phone there, but it's not going to change because they have spoiled the blacks by giving them free stuff and making them feel as though they're not responsible for themselves. And that's what happens when you spoil someone and then you cause them to believe or encourage them to believe that somebody else is your problem. And they have done that to the blacks, and they did it and are doing it in order to control them to get power and wealth. But there are some black men and women who are starting to hear the truth about dropping this anger, and they're starting to wake up to what's happening.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer about dropping the anger.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't happen all at once, but, it's like I look at myself, I'm starting to forgive my mother and my father, my brothers, my sisters.
Have you
and
gone
everything.
and forgiven your mother?
Oh, yes. Heavens, yes.
You went to her?
Oh, no, my mother has passed.
Oh, okay.
My mother has passed. I'm an orphan. So
okay.
My mom and my dad. But, I told my daughter, she'll be 50 next year, as I said, hon, you're going to have to forgive me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the only way. Forgiveness and love, you can't do it by giving stuff all the time. And it's an old cliche, love conquers all, until you really know the true meaning and the true feeling and the true expression of love, you can never, ever live.
Amazing. That's right. Chris, there's noise in your phone, but thank you. You made sense, man. Thank you.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
All right, man. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Florida and talk to first-time caller Lisa. Lisa, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse Lee.
Hey, Lisa.
I'm really nervous about this.
Relax.
And very emotional. So I'm not lying. I might be crying, but I'm not lying. I promise.
All right.
I have my boyfriend, I don't know what the heck he is right now, listens to you a lot, and he speaks very highly of you. And we're having some problems because I have a lot of trust issues. And I feel like when I try to talk to him about certain things, like I'll bring up my opinion, that he becomes angry with me when I say something, when I'm just I feel like I'm just trying to carry on the conversation and say how I feel. But he doesn't seem to want to listen to that. And I don't know if it's just me that I have a problem, or if we have a problem, or what.
And your question for me is what?
How do I deal with this communication problem, I guess, that we have?
Give me an example of what you bring up that irritates him.
Okay, we were talking this morning. He was talking about he has a tendency to say women are this, women are that, And I take offense because, of course, I'm a woman, and I take offense because I think that it's putting me in putting me in the pinhole. When he was talking about something and the topic of just go be a lesbian and, do this and you're going to be an old hag by yourself for the rest of your life. And I just made the comment, I don't want to hear about lesbians. It makes me uncomfortable to hear about gays and lesbians, and it's just me. It makes me uncomfortable. And I just said that, and he went off on another tangent. And I don't know if it's me because I'm too sensitive or what. I feel like I'm just blabbering right now.
Well, one thing for sure, and without a doubt, I don't know him, I haven't talked to him that I'm aware, but all of your problems are with you and not him. And the fact that you overreact to anything that he says is an indication that something is wrong with you. And you were already screwed up when he met you. And he has nothing to do with that at all. Your problems are inside of you.
Okay. How do I deal with these problems that are inside of me? And I know you've said, forgive your mother. I don't have any unforgiveness for my mom. I really don't. I don't know if I said that right. I don't know that I have anything to forgive my mom for, is what I meant.
And why don't you know that?
Because I think she did the best that she could with what she had.
Yeah. Was she perfect?
No, nobody's perfect.
What did she do that was not perfect and would irritate you?
Gosh, I don't even know. Probably that she would yell and get angry, yell when she was angry. But other than that, I don't really, I don't know.
And when she would yell during anger, what did you think about that at the time when she was doing that?
I don't really recall, honestly, because I don't remember a lot of my childhood.
Oh, and so your mother, it's all like you think she was perfect.
A person?
Perfect.
No, I don't. No, by no means did I think my mom was perfect.
And so what does she do now? How does she control you now?
She doesn't.
Meaning what?
I mean, meaning that she's in another state. She's ill. My sister's taking care of her. I don't know. I hardly talk to my mom.
And why not?
I'm not because she's hard to get on the phone, and if I call, then she'll talk. If I don't call, then I never hear from her. So it's just like, I was like, well, it takes two. I get it, to make a relationship of any kind work, it takes two, it can't just be one-sided. So I just got tired of being the only one to call, and she would never, if she didn't answer the phone, then I would never hear from her. Now, when I see her, it's a totally different situation. She's all involved and stuff. It's just she's not one to, I guess, put herself out there and call. So
why do you think that she never called you?
I think that's just her. She doesn't call any of us.
And how do you feel about her not calling you?
At first, I thought it was me, but then it's like, that's just who she is, and I can't worry about it.
And how do you feel about your father?
I never knew my father.
Why not?
My mom and he divorced when I was 18 months old, and he passed away when I was 16.
Oh, man. Here's what I recommend. Do what you want. I want to encourage you to get to know yourself and watch this anger that's inside of you in your mind and emotions, so you can see that you do resent your mother. And I'm telling you that you do. And you're right. She did the best that she could. But as kids, we don't know that. We just react to the anger. and then or the control or the mother is too mothery. Once we react to that, we become like them. And so see what's going on inside of you and forgive her before she die. It's harder when she die, but forgive her for what she's done to you. God will forgive you and forgive your father for not protecting you from her. And he did the best he could as well. And then do the silent prayer so you can overcome the hell that's in you. You're insecure, you're looking for love from a man, you are desperate, and it's not going to change until you overcome the anger.
Okay. Do you have, other than forgiving my mom and my dad, and sorry, like I said, it's very emotional. Other than that, and doing the silent prayer, how do I get rid of the anger? Is that, I mean, it's
when you see,
I don't know that it was.
When you see that you have the anger, you're going to know that it's wrong and that anger is holding you back in life. You're not yourself. You are your thoughts, you're your emotions, you're up and down, you're this and that. And you're not the anger, but you have identified as the anger. When you see it, it will be taken away from you. And the light that shows you the anger, which is the Spirit of God, the truth, it will guide you through the rest of your life. You'll be free, and you will just live your life. Whether you have a man or not, it won't make a difference. Because you will have perfect love. You will not be empty anymore.
Okay.
And so drop the anger by realizing I got to forgive. I'm wrong for being angry. And I promise you the truth that will show you that when you're ready to see it, it will make you free. And once you see it, I really want to encourage you, you got to forgive your mother so God can forgive you. Don't ask your mother for forgiveness, but forgive her, and God will forgive you. Did you have a stepfather or something growing up?
For about, I think, 5-10 years.
And how did you get along with him?
He was narcissistic, mean, abusive.
And what did your mother do about that when you would tell her to help you deal with him?
She finally divorced him.
And would she help you deal with him while you were with him?
He was not abusive to me or my other siblings. He was more abusive towards my mom.
But so why would that bother you? It was not to. I thought he was toward you. He treated you well.
No, he didn't. He just was almost like non-existent.
Right.
As far as I remember, he was never.
And did she marry somebody else after he left?
No.
Okay.
But no, and I was divorced. I was married for 23 years, got divorced, and then I didn't start dating for a good 12 years after my divorce.
Hold on for a minute, okay? Can you hold for a minute?
Yes.
Hold on, let me take a break. One more hour to go. It's Open Line Friday. Hate news, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment.
I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old, and ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you, and I just can't even begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
Some serious mess going on in the world. Joe Kent is now in a counter-terrorism position. Joe Kent, a controversial figure, and I say controversial in that, whatever. I mean it not halfway reasonable, but maybe he is halfway reasonable, whatever. Anyway, Trump is standing for better drug prices for the people. Nice. And air marshals. There's some air marshal, some group, maybe like a union, I don't know, trying to fight against helping with the deportations. Your feds, get on board. Don't you love the country? Anyway, Saudi Arabia, I think it was in Saudi Arabia. I saw this on X. A fair ride, you know, one of those spinning, it's called like the 360 or something. Fair ride. It was spinning with a bunch of people on it, on this wheel thing. And it had this arm, and it snapped and went, hurt people critically. 3 people critically, 23 people hurt, injured. Crazy. And Trump is building a 90,000, meanwhile in America, square foot ballroom in the White House. $200 million. Nice. Money well spent, perhaps. And this female police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, is honoring New York Police Department's Didaral Islam, New York Police Department officer killed allegedly by Shane Tamura in Manhattan the other day. Remember that incident where the guy walked around with the big old nice rifle, but he didn't do nice things with it. He got himself, I think he killed himself, that suspect, allegedly. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Black Friday. It's also Get It Off Your Chest Day, and it is Men's History Month for August 1st, AD 2025. There is one line open. You can call in right now, okay? Even during Hake News, Not Fake News. And JLP will be right back to your calls. Hang tight, callers, please. JLP will be right back to you. We see you. We appreciate you. But we have to read the news. Because Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reports the GOP-controlled Senate voted 52-44 Wednesday, that's a couple of days ago, to confirm Joe Kent to lead the National Counterterrorism Center, tasked with analyzing terrorism-related intelligence and maintains a database of known and suspected terrorists. The retired Army Green Beret served 11 combat tours over a 20-year career. Most recently worked as a top aide for the DNI, Director of National Intelligence, a woman, Tulsi Gabbard, mildly attractive. Anyway, CNN previously reported that when Joe Kent mounted 2 unsuccessful bids for Congress in Washington State, the beautiful Pacific Northwest, notoriously kind of liberal, I think, especially lately actually, he repeatedly had to disavow past interactions with so-called far-right figures. Shameful. Including so-called Nazi sympathizer Grayson Arnold, whoever that is, and Holocaust denier, they call him, Nicholas J. Fuentes. Joe Kent said at the time he was unfamiliar with Nick Fuentes, and later said he did not want Fuentes' endorsement. And so I think they took him down, prevented him from being reelected. Nick's group. Nice, but shout out. Anyway, during his confirmation hearing, Joe Kent defended his promotion of the conspiracy theory that members of the intelligence community were involved in the January 6, 2021 AD riot at the U.S. Capitol. A question that was it ever answered? How many feds were involved? I don't know. Anyway, drug prices. President Trump sent letters to the CEOs of 17 major pharmaceutical companies. I didn't know there were that many. On Thursday, demanding the U.S. bring U.S. drug prices in line with far lower ones available to patients in other countries. Pretty cool, I guess. Trump wants the companies to guarantee that Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial market insurers pay such prices for all new drugs. He gave the companies 60 days to comply, so we'll see what happens, all right? And I'll have to tell you about the air marshals, I guess, on the HakeReport.com, because this is it for Hake News. Now back to JLP, Hour 3.
got to stand up strong. Ain't the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. Good morning again. Third hour of the show to Open Line Friday, right? You can get involved by calling 888-7753, 773-888-77-JESSE. And my biblical question, are you living your own life? Are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? Are you living your own life? And what does it mean to live your own life? Amazing. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. And if you're running around and you can't sit and just watch the show, you can podcast. But remember, it's possible now. He made it possible for the sun to shine. He made it possible that we can have peace of mind. I got love and I've got joy, but most of all, I got the Holy Ghost. I thank God He made it possible. Oh, thank you, Lord. Amazing. Made it possible that you can listen to the show no matter where you are and what you're doing. You can podcast and you can listen on your cell phone or iPad by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate, I said that already, and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com or Bond JLP Cash App. It's Friday. It's Open Line Friday / Black Friday. That was then when I was growing up. And this is now. I love the blacks.
You do make disparaging remarks towards black people.
Be black.
I want to make sure we agree on that first.
No, we disagree.
Hold on.
I want to ask.
Well, and the things that you do, just like I say, I want to hate you, but something won't let me.
Hey,
what?
What's wrong with the blacks? Black Friday. 888-77-JESSE. Let me go back to Lisa, our first-time caller out of Florida. So, Lisa, you got to drop the anger by seeing how you became that way. But you said that you've been married before?
Yeah, I was married for 23 years.
And do you have children?
I have 2 adult children.
Really? And how old are you?
58.
So why do you have a boyfriend?
I don't know. Because I wanted somebody to spend the rest, spend time with and go places with. And instead of being alone, my kids are grown, my grandkids are big, and I thought it would be nice to have somebody to spend, I guess, the rest of my years together.
And what's wrong with you that you needed that?
I don't know, and I don't know because like I had said, I had been after my divorce. I didn't start dating for 12 years after my divorce, so I don't know why I decided that I needed to put myself out there. But I felt like I did.
But are you? Is he older than you?
About 6 years.
Older than you?
Yeah.
And so now, and you, it sounds like you live with him too. Or
yes.
You live with him, right?
Yes.
And since you already have children and grandchildren, and you said you wanted somebody to go out with, kind of hang out with, and all that, why did you have to live with him?
Because I was in Phoenix and we moved here, and it's just more economically sound to be able to live in Florida on the beach by living with someone.
And now that how long you been living with him?
About 8 months.
And so beforehand, you thought that you need to have somebody, you got to have somebody to be with, you don't want to die alone. And now that you live with him, what do you think about your decision to move in with him and look for someone to make you feel good? What do you think about that now? Is it working?
And no, it's not working right now.
And if it's not working, why do you stay in that situation knowing that it's not working and it's not going to work? Why do you stay there?
Because I want to stay in Florida. And I can't afford it myself. And he has there's so many great qualities about him that I want it to work.
But the problem is not with him, it's with you. He got his own problem, which has nothing to do with you. The problems are with you. Why don't you get a job? You're not able to work.
Yeah, I retired after teaching for 26 years, and it just kind of burned me out on working.
And so you're staying in this situation knowing that it's not working and it's not going to work. You're staying in this situation so you can live in Florida at the beach.
Yeah.
And that makes sense.
Now, why are you saying it's not going to work?
What is it about it that can make it work?
I don't know. Perseverance.
What does that mean?
Trying, wanting it to work, wanting to hang out together, wanting to be with someone. I don't know.
And what made you think that you're supposed to try to make a relationship work? What made you think that in order for a relationship to work, you got to put effort into it? Where did you get that idea from?
That's what I always thought. In order for a relationship to work, you had to work at it.
And where did you get that from? That idea from? And you've never seen a relationship work where people work at it to make it work. They never work. Have you ever, any relationship ever worked in your life that you tried to make work?
No.
And so why do you keep doing the same old thing over and over again? You get it into these relationships and you try to make them work. Why do you keep repeating the same thing over and over again?
It doesn't make sense. I see where you're coming from.
No, that was a question.
Oh, I guess I just don't want to be alone.
And so you know that you can't make a relationship work. Either work naturally by itself without effort or it's not going to work. So you're trying to make relationship work because you don't want to be alone, right?
Right.
And you have this false hope that it's going to work when you know it's not going to work because you're trying to make it work. That makes sense?
Yes.
That you try to make it work knowing it's not going to work because you don't want to be alone?
Well, essentially, if I want it to work, I just got to quit trying to make it work. Just let it go.
And what's wrong with you that you don't want to be alone? You're alone anyway. What's wrong with you that you don't want to be alone?
I don't know. Nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah, something wrong with you. What is wrong with you that you can't live with you?
I don't know. Like I said, I did it for 12 years. I don't know why I can't do it now.
So why aren't you working on yourself to understand all that? Instead of trying to make a relationship work that you know is not going to work because you're trying to make it work because you don't want to be alone, why not get alone and start to work on you?
Honestly, I've been trying. It's just, I guess it's slow go for me.
You've been trying in what way?
Just different things, just looking at different things, reading. Like one of them is how to forgive what you can't forget. And
that's dumb.
Just,
why don't you go work on you, forgive your mother, forgive your father by seeing that you have this resentment, and let God forgive you. And start renewing your mind, because you're living in your imagination. You're living in hell. Let me ask you this: who are you?
Who am I?
No, who are you?
I don't know. A person. I know you've asked this question to different people. It's like, I don't know. How do you answer that? I don't know who I am.
Then you don't know who you are. Right?
Right.
And so who is crying?
A messed up mess. This is stupid, I know.
Who is crying?
I am.
And who are you?
Right. I'm Lisa. I'm who I am.
That's your name. Who are you?
An emotional wreck.
So
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. I know I watched you with Kanye the other day, and it's like he's telling you all these things that he's a father, he's this, he's that. It's like, who are you? And I'm like, I don't know who I am, because I would be naming the same things as he would be.
And so who is crying then?
I am.
And who are you?
I'm a person.
But who is crying? You said, I am crying. Who is crying?
I don't know.
I'm sorry?
I don't know. I don't
So then why do you say I am crying, since you don't know who is crying?
Well, if I don't know who I am, other than a mother and a grandmother, a friend, I don't... It's kind of stupid. I mean, really, think about it, it's kind of stupid.
When you say, I am crying, who is crying? You don't know who you are, but you claim you are crying. Who is crying?
This emotional mess that I am.
And are you your emotions?
No, I'm not my emotions.
And so, are you your thoughts?
No.
And so... why do you listen to the thoughts that tell you, get with these men and make this relationship work? Why do you keep worshiping the devil by listening to him suggestion after suggestion, knowing that he's laughing at you, and then you cry? Why do you keep listening to thoughts?
I don't know. So are you saying that just to be alone, for everybody just to be alone?
We're talking about you right now.
I know. I know.
But you are alone trying to make somebody love you, and that's never going to work. You don't even love yourself. And so when I say when she's crying, she's lying, because you don't even know who's crying. And you think you're crying, and you're lying. You are not crying. This false image of self is crying, and that's not you. So you're lying.
Okay. That's a little bit hard to understand. I mean, like, I know it's more philosophical, but it's like, I have a little bit of a difficulty understanding that.
That's why you need to get it and understand it by getting to know yourself. Everything you're looking for is inside of you, not inside of someone else for you. It's inside of you. The kingdom of heaven, perfect peace, is inside of you. But you're living a fake life. You're living an illusionary life, and you try to make that work, and it's never going to work.
Okay.
Your boyfriend is not your problem. You are your own problem because you're living in the darkness of your imagination and emotions, and you're calling them you. And the only reason you're crying, this fate you cry because you want to control someone. You want things to be the way you want them to be. And you're trying to control. That's what he tells me. Yeah, that's why you cry. Or the fate you crying because you want control. If this man did what you wanted him to do, you stop crying, right?
Probably, yeah.
And so so do you see your fake tears are just there to control this man? Poor me. I can't get control over him. I yell at him, that doesn't work. I give him sex, that doesn't work. I make his food, that doesn't work. I cry.
That doesn't work.
And that doesn't work. Because you got a man that's all like he's working on himself now. He's not going to fall for the lie.
You're absolutely right. He is working on himself, and he doesn't fall for anything that I do.
Yeah, because he's becoming free. Why don't you work on yourself? Why don't you become whole instead of divided with thoughts and emotions and false identity? Everything about you is fake right now. There's nothing real about you. You don't love that man, and he doesn't love you, and it's just all fake.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Well, it's kind of hard hearing that he doesn't love me, and
you already know he doesn't. And you don't love him.
He tells me he does.
Well, he may love you now with the right love because he's working on himself, so he's telling you the truth, and you're taking the truth personal. You're hating the truth. How will the truth save you if you hate the truth?
Can't save you if you hate it.
And you hate it. That's why you cry and try to manipulate the man, because you hate the truth. If you love the truth, and when he told you the truth, no matter how painful it is to the ego, you'll be glad to hear it so you can die from this false self.
Okay.
Have you apologized to your kid for screwing them up?
No, I think I have a couple of times, I think.
You told them?
Yeah, I have.
You told them?
Yes.
That you were sorry for screwing them up?
Yep.
You did?
Well, I guess I didn't tell them I was sorry for screwing them up. I have told them that I'm sorry if I did the best I could. I did tell them that with what I had. But...
Absolutely. Just as your mother done you, and you're repeating it. You're not yourself. And see, now that these tears are not, they're all lies. You're crying to manipulate. The real you is not crying. The fake you is crying because you want to control the man. And you won't say to him, you know what, I'm crying because I want to control you and I can't. I give you sex. That doesn't work. I'm crying because I'm trying to get control over you. Everything about you is a lie.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. I was looking at somebody's message. She likes spend someone else's money. That's a diss on me.
What
I don't
messages?
spend somebody else's money. The ones that, like on the chat, the live chat, it just said...
Why are you looking at the chat right now? This is... Never look at the chat.
I'm a little ADD, but I don't spend...
Lisa!
We split everything.
Lisa!
Sorry?
Lisa.
Yes.
You're not serious.
I'm sorry. I do have this issue with That's one of my
I just told
other
you the
issues.
truth about yourself, and you're sitting there looking at a chat. And once again, you resisted the truth. So you just need to suffer and die because you love your misery. You love your hell. That's why you're crying. You love the thrill of crying. You love the thrill of looking at chat and see what they're saying about you. You love...
No, I disagree with that. I don't love to cry. I get tired. I don't want to cry.
If you didn't love to cry, why don't you stop then?
Not always as easy as just turning it on or turning it off. I mean, unfortunately, they turn on real fast.
Because you love it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Then why do you do it? If you were not trying to control that man, you wouldn't be crying.
But he's not even around me. How can I be trying to control him if he's not around me
It's
right
in
now?
your mind.
Okay.
You listen to the devil, and he tell you,
So
this man don't love you. This man, this man, and you crying. And even though he's not physically there, he's in your imagination.
Okay. I appreciate that. I honestly do, because I'm like, I wasn't getting it. How can I be trying to control somebody that's not even within my vicinity? I'm like, that doesn't work, but okay.
So
that makes sense.
So now do you see why I say when she's crying, she's lying?
Yes, I do. And that's honestly, that's really hard to hear, because I know like if I get frustrated or angry, the tears just come, because I guess I've never dealt with how to handle, obviously, my anger. So that makes sense.
And you love the thrill of crying. That's why you cry. It's a thrill.
No, because it makes you ugly.
I know,
crying doesn't make you very pretty.
But it still gives you a thrill. It's a thrill to cry. The pain of crying is a thrill. That's why you do it. And then the pain of not crying when you're feeling fake happiness is another thrill. And then you go back to crying or being mad. That's a thrill. And you're up and down with thrills. And that's what you love. That's why you're doing it. Otherwise, you would stop it and fall away from it and start loving thrills.
Okay. That's a lot to take in.
Meaning what?
Just a lot of, because I've always told myself that I do this because of this, instead of saying, okay, I'm crying, I'm angry, so I'm crying. Well, I have to fix the anger so I have to figure out, I need to figure out how to forgive my mom and even know why I'm forgiving her.
Yeah.
Forgive my father. And even when I've never had feelings towards my father one way or the other. He was never there for me. I was like, okay, whatever. So
but inwardly, you still wanted him. That void you had was about your father, and your mother ran him off.
Okay.
Your mother was hell to deal with, for your father to deal with, and she ran him off.
Possibly.
Yeah. But let me just say this: when you say you tell yourself why you're crying, what self are you telling? Who is the self that's telling self that?
Well, sometimes I just talking to you, I'll just start, tears just start coming down for no reason. There's no reason.
Yes,
and
there is. You love the thrill of crying.
And then it's not conscious.
Right. That's the problem. You're unconscious. Even talking to yourself, you're not talking to you. That's the spirit of evil in your imagination talking to you, and you tell yourself it's you talking to you. That makes sense? Why would you tell yourself these things?
That's true. I never thought about it that way.
And your problem is that's why you're in all these relationships trying to make them work. You keep listening to thoughts, and thoughts produces thoughts, and spirit produces spirit. Spiritually, you're not growing up at all, but you're growing deeper and deeper into hell, which are thoughts and emotions.
Okay.
Why don't you stop thinking?
Believe me, I'd love to stop thinking.
Why don't you stop then?
I guess I just need to be busier so I can.
No, busier is not going to do it. What would happen if you stopped thinking?
Then I wouldn't be reacting. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't.
So why don't you stop then?
I don't know how.
What would happen to you if you dropped the anger and never be angry again?
Life would be great.
So why don't you do that?
I guess I just feel like it's easier said than done.
But you don't know. You haven't even tried. Your boyfriend is even telling you to try. You won't even try.
I have tried, and I think I'm doing really well, and then all of a sudden I get triggered for no reason whatsoever.
Because you say you think you're doing well, right?
Yeah.
And what's wrong with thinking?
You got to stop thinking.
All thoughts are all lies all the time. The fact that you think you're doing well means you're not doing well. You're in a thought.
Right.
What will happen because of time if you never were you again?
Gosh, I don't know. If I was not me, I don't know who I would be.
You are. I'm sorry.
That's kind of deep. If you're interesting.
And if you were never you again, you don't know who you would be.
Right. I don't know who I would be.
And who are you now?
Right now, I'm a mess, I guess.
Who are you?
An angry person. I'm an angry person. I need to get rid of that.
So are you your anger?
No.
And are you your thoughts?
No.
Emotions? Are you your emotions?
No.
So then who are you?
I'm just me.
Why don't you stop being you so you can discover who you are?
Okay.
So here's what I recommend. Are you doing the silent prayer at all?
No, I've not done it. I've heard of it. I have not done it. I don't
Did your boyfriend suggest that you do it?
Yes, numerous times.
And why did you obey him?
Because I want to please him.
No, you want to control him. If you wanted to please him, you would have done the prayer.
Okay.
What do you mean you want to please him?
Okay, he did tell me to call you, and I'm like, and then I did, and then I was like totally shocked that I actually got through.
So why didn't you obey him when he suggested that you do the silent prayer so you can get to know yourself?
I'm probably scared.
Of what?
I don't know. That he's right. I don't know.
And you, in closing, you don't love him. You want to live at the beach without having to work.
Say that again?
You don't love this man at all. You want to live at a beach in Florida.
No, I can always go back home. That's the thing.
Well, why have you gone there?
I want to live at the beach, like you said.
I'll rest my case.
I actually really do love this person. I know that nobody's perfect.
How do you love, and where are you getting this love from that you love him with?
Where am I getting it from?
Yeah.
From my heart?
Your
from
heart
my heart
is wicked. You have no love in your heart. Where are you getting this love from that you love
he
him with?
says that too. See, I guess that's why I get so
angry. People are wicked people.
But why? I guess that's something I really need to work on.
Lisa, you do the silent prayer, work on yourself, and call me back.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Goodbye.
The treasure chest is now open on D Live and on local, not local, but scratch off on PO.net. Back in a moment.
As soon as something don't go their way, they get mad.
I'm like, what the? If you overreact, folks, remember to do that. Don't overreact. And when you get mad, it's your problem. It ain't your wife's problem, your husband's problem, your neighbor, your friend, your preacher, your teacher. It's your problem. Why you think you tick? It didn't go your way or the way you think it should go. Don't have a way you think it should go. Let life just happen. Thoughts make you think that life should go the way you want it to go. And if it doesn't, if someone don't do or say or act the way you think they should act, you hate them. And then you blame them for being mad. It's the darndest thing I ever seen. But it's amazing to see it. So relax. When she's crying, she's lying. Or he. When he's crying, he's lying too. What quick announcement. So I can get back to the calls and super chat. It's open line Friday. The Hake Report is coming up. The Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour. TheHakeReport.com. And after the Hake Report, a brand new episode of the FallenState.tv. I had a fun conversation with Steve Lee, L-E-E, Steve Lee. And Steve is a comedian, hip-hop artist, and the host of the Steve B. We Be show. Watch this.
Next time on The Fallen State.
Were you a mama's boy?
How do you know this stuff? He's almost like partially a psychic. He did the Fu Manchu. Oh.
You're like, oh, you want rice?
Oh my God. Can we even put this on YouTube? You're making me sweat, Jesse. I heard legions of demonic voices. Jesus! Everything cleared.
Yeah. Wu-Tang Clan or T-Tribe Call Quest.
100% the Wang Tang Clan. Oh.
Oh, God. That was so much fun. It made me want to watch it over myself at 11 a.m. The FallenState.tv. You can support the Fallen State. You can become a member of the Fallen State right there on the YouTube or JesseLeePeterson.local.com. Right, Jay?
Yes.
JesseLeePeterson.local.com.
Indeed. Yep.
And amazing. After that, he's back and he's live and he's on fire. The American Anchor Baby. Right after the Fallen State. Around 12 or so Pacific time on Fridays. The American Anchor Baby. And then Sunday on Fellowship, you're all welcome. Come on down. You here at doors open at 10:30. Meetings start at 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Go to rebuildingaman.com, rebuildingaman.com/church. And then support our fundraiser, folks. We are almost there, I'm told, to 50,000. And we have a challenge grant. We can make that 50,000 an amazing supporter bond who has been helped. Their family has been helped. They will match up to that. All right. Rebuildingaman.com/donate. Rebuildingaman.com/donate. Or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Okay. Let me go to Gene. Oh, I got to play this for you. It's real short, but it's amazing. And my producer gave it to me, so I don't remember this. I'm sure I've heard it before. This is, and I want to know your thought on race mixing. A lot of people are missing race today. Everybody, that's their mama. I want to know, what are your thoughts on race mixing? And do you agree with Muhammad Ali's stance on race mixing? Here's Ali discussing race and marriage during a press conference back in 1968, almost 70 years ago. Watch this.
Any white woman in this audience today, any white man in this audience today, in their right minds, don't want little black boys and little black girls coming around your homes, schools, and churches looking to marry your sons and daughters, and in return introducing your grandchildren as little half-brown, kinky-head Negro children. No intelligent black man in this audience, no intelligent black woman in this audience want little white boys and little white girls coming to marry their sons and daughters, and in return introducing your grandchildren as little half-white, green-eyed, blonde-haired Negroes. We are not seeking to lose our identity in blood mixing and our beautiful black African history. We don't hate you. We don't hate those of you who are white. We just want to stay black. We love my color. I just love myself.
No, that was back in 1968. That's the year I graduated high school. Amazing. Oh, Muhammad Ali. What the? What you saying there?
I thought that I heard that he descends. His name was Cassius Clay before he changed it to Muhammad Ali.
It was.
And that was, his namesake was like a great or something grandpa who was an Irish farmer, an open-minded Irish farmer who married a black woman.
Wow.
A lot of these blacks who have like a little bit of white mixed in them with them, or white last names, American last names, they claim, oh, it was from rape, but no, it was from interracial.
That is funny, though.
Indeed.
And I want to know, is this black woman inciting violence in this ad? A woman who appeared to work for a security company posted a TikTok about wanting people to start blowing stuff up in white communities. Why is this from X?
My question for y'all is, why aren't we blowing shit up how they used to blow our shit up, blow up our communities? Why aren't we flooding shit how they used to flood our fucking community? Huh? Why aren't we out here making their life harder, just like they trying to be out here making our lives harder? And I don't want to hear none of that, oh, we're not built like that, we just don't have it in our hearts. That. They don't care about us, and they never cared about us. And y'all trying to sit over here on some peace and love shit. Fuck that. Peace and love, peace and love. Where the f*** has that gotten us, bro? 400 plus years and y'all niggas ain't tired yet? Y'all niggas ain't angry yet? I'm pissed. I'm mad. These niggas been had it out for us for decades. Ages, bro. 400 plus years. And ain't shit changed. I don't give a f*** if they let us fucking slap on a fucking badge and work for these motherfuckers. I don't give a f***. The shit is still the same. And this whole Joey Swole situation should really open y'all motherfucking eyes. And it really shouldn't have, because y'all eyes should have been open. But a lot of y'all still sleep. I am so tired.
Anger is evil. She's blind and she's wicked. She's blind and she's wicked. You got to drop this anger, folks. There's no love. And this woman talked about 40 years ago. What the? An angry person and a person that's blaming someone else for their issues is a very dangerous and wicked, evil person. Anytime you're blaming somebody else for the way you feel, you're evil and you're wicked and you cannot be trusted. An angry person is a dangerous person. I don't care what niceness they try to put on, how much they grin or act. An angry person is an evil person. I'm trying to tell y'all, look at your mama. when you go to mama to apologize, what does she do? No, Sabbath Moses, mother. Build an army against you. Here's a black woman on X that's upset because white women are finally coming back to the forefront. This is from a woman claimed the American Eagle ad starring Cindy, what's Cindy's last name? Sweeney triggered her childhood trauma as a brown girl. Watch this from X.
I really wasn't going to weigh in on this, but here we go. It is so difficult to grow up as a person of color, specifically a woman, and view yourself as beautiful in any sense of the word growing up in this country. I remember growing up in a predominantly white community, wishing myself out of this body, out of this culture, take my name, if it meant that I could wake up blonde-haired and blue-eyed, never having to explain who I am or worry about being accepted. That is why this American Eagle ad with Sydney Sweeney is especially off-putting. There's a lot of rhetoric right now online about the political ideologies that this represents, and I don't discount that, but for me, I can't help but think about the 13-year-old brown girl who gets all her denim at American Eagle, who already struggles to see her beauty and worth in a world that continues to value white, Eurocentric beauty standards, which I naively thought by this point we would have moved the needle on. And this girl is now wishing she too could wake up with blonde hair and blue eyes. It took me so long, too long in my life to look in the mirror and see beauty. And I hate that that continues to be a shared experience for young brown girls in this country.
She looked white. She looked darn white. Isn't she white?
Who, that gal that was yapping right now?
Yeah.
No,
How white does he want to get?
She was kind of light-skinned. She doesn't look that white, Jesse.
No, no.
Not to me.
Why don't
she might have some white in her.
She looked, yeah, she's like maybe light-skinned or fair looking.
Or maybe she's acting white.
They want to make society change rather than grow up.
It's not white people's fault that you didn't feel yourself.
Every single person feels insecure.
Right.
The whites
Who
want to be
don't?
tanner, and the
right.
blacks don't want to be so black. The browns don't want to be so dark brown.
Everybody want to be somebody else.
Terrible.
Except baby Jessica's daddy.
This was all over the American Eagle ad?
Yeah. Why doesn't she go back over to India and fit right in?
Right. That's that diversity stuff.
That's your way out.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah, go back to India. But it's not white people's fault that you're insecure. Every day you woke up, you want to be white.
Yeah, I get a major jealous thing. Like
white.
She doesn't even. She's not even that. She seems like a pretty girl, but I get a major jealous thing. Like I'm not the top female. Well, you'd maybe be a topper female if you went back to India or something.
Everybody jealous of the white people. Everybody want to be white. And they're jealous of the white people, so since they can't become white, they want to get rid of the whites so they won't be reminded that they're white. I mean, not white. Everybody jealous of white people. What is it about y'all white folks that everybody want to be you? Think about it. They want hair like you. They want to talk and act like you. They want amazing bodies like you. Everybody want to be white. Amazing. Let me go to Pedro. Our first time call out of Chicago. Pedro, you are on the air.
Hey, good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
Well, I pretty much just wanted to ask.
Ask.
I used to have perfect peace, and now I fell hard, and I was just calling to ask you if it's possible to ever go back and listen to God's word, let God speak through me.
When you say you fell, what do you mean? What do you mean you fell?
Well, pretty much, I had perfect peace, and I fell into lust with a woman. I let her destroy me. And the funny part is, she didn't want sex, and I wanted sex. So I pretty much let that destroy me. And I just, I felt, I haven't been able to get out of that.
Okay. And who are you?
I'm nobody.
So how did you fall then if you're nobody? When you say you fell, who are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I just feel that, I'm dealing with a lot of issues like anger and lust, and I just know that in the past, which doesn't exist, right? But I felt God's presence. I felt He was speaking through me directly in every situation.
When you say you fell because of time, when you say you fell, who fell?
The old me.
And who was the old you?
Nobody.
So how
either.
did you fall if you're nobody? How is it possible?
It's not possible.
So why do you say you fell then? And that the old you fell? Why you say it if you know for sure that you're nobody?
Because it's just the actions that I take that, and I realize that, but the actions are what really make me believe that I am somebody.
Are you the actions that you take?
No.
So why do you call that you?
I catch myself when I can, but
you catch yourself what?
I catch myself realizing that, well, I see the anger in other people trying to affect me, which causes me to get out in rage, right? Or act out. And
what would happen if if you never judge others who judge you? If you never judge it, what will happen to you? So why don't you do that then? Stop judging.
Yeah.
No, that was a question.
You're right.
No, that was a question.
Why? What was the question?
Why don't you stop judging and let people act the way they want to act? It has nothing to do with you. Somebody else's action has nothing to do with you at all. So why don't you stop judging?
I don't know. Because I feel like Satan's speaking through me, or.
And so, if that's true, why do you listen to him?
Because I can't hear the voice of God.
You want to hear the voice of God?
Yeah, I want him to speak through me.
Come back to present then. You have not done anything wrong. That's the false self that fell into sex again because you fell into unconsciousness. You went unconscious again. You went back to sleep. You crossed the border back over into the land of darkness. Just come back across the border to the light. That's all you have to do.
Appreciate that.
That's all you have to do. He's come back across the border to the light, and you'll be free. You'll be fine. That's all that went wrong. You went across the border and went to sleep. You went unconscious.
Yep.
And in the unconscious state, he was telling you, oh, you fell into sex. You have fallen back. You fell into sex. You done wrong. And you believe in a lie. It wasn't you. You've never done wrong. You just went back to sleep. You went unconscious. And just come back to consciousness. Come back to the light. Come back across the border to the light. And never
just
cross
like that.
That's all you have to do. And every time you go unconscious, you're going to go back across that border, do stupid stuff, and claim it's you. Right. And so for a while, you will go across the border, back across, but it's only because you're going unconscious. Come back to consciousness. Come back across the border and live in free land.
Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Honestly.
That's all you have to do. Come back to consciousness. Come back to the mind of God. He's in the present. He's always there. He never leaves. You don't want to go unconscious by leaving it. You leave the free land and go to dark land. So just just come back to the land, wake up, and you're fine. Really, you haven't missed a step.
Appreciate it, Jesse.
Let me know how
Appreciate
it goes.
that. Will do. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. Amazing. Super chat. Super
chats.
Lin Yun Chin says he reminds us that he exercises a lot in order to endure the embrace of space lesbians. It's science. They give heavy hugs.
What? Thank you. I don't understand it. I'm black and slow, so I'm probably missing it. But thank you.
And I'm traumatized, Lin Yun Chin. I've gotten in trouble reading your super chats as written before. So, but I'm trying. He wants me replaced as super chat reader.
Oh, yeah.
David, 5 coffees. Just bought my second. Oh no, I already read the part about the second Punchie's coffee.
Okay.
He says, "Did you know that the phrase 'I'll see you tomorrow if the creek don't rise' was first coined in the 1800s, according to him?" And they were talking about the Creek Indians. You may have heard this claim before, rising up and killing everyone. Not a body of water, a creek overflowing, he says.
I didn't know that.
Saw a documentary about it.
I don't know how that saying came about, but I grew up hearing it all my life, and it fit.
He's requesting a new, updated silent prayer video. David is with his 5 coffees.
Thank you.
I'll
look at it.
Would be nice.
All right, I'll look at it.
All right. And when are you coming to Houston? He asks.
Soon and very soon, I'm going to see the Lord. Soon and very soon, I'm going to see the Lord. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I'm going to see the Lord.
If you do stay on the north side of the town, near the woodlands, to stay semi-safe from the blacks. LM blank O.
I'm definitely not going to Oak Cliff, that's for sure. South Oak Cliff. But, okay, thank you.
Right on. Thank you, David. Who also says with another coffee, also avoid the illegal mezquins, and the homeless seem to be at every intersection, traffic light, and stop sign. I forgot to include them. Further south you travel, the more dangerous.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate the warning.
Yeah. Thank you, David.
Yeah.
Eric, 5 coffees. What's wrong with the blats? It's not intelligent to identify with your own body. It's mental illness to identify with people who lived 150 years ago, he says.
This sure is. Just say that again. Thank you.
5 coffees from Eric. In response to the BQ, are you living your own life, and what does it mean to live your own life?
Yes.
My life, quote unquote, he says, doesn't exist. Just a story that ego tells itself. I don't have a life. I am life, he says. To live my own life means to be authentically myself, which requires I never identify with a thought, he says.
Amazing. Thank you.
Another from Eric, 5 coffees. Happiness is thought-dependent. Peace is independent of thought.
I rest my case.
8 coffees from Soul Conscious. Jesse, biblical question? No, I do not identify with living my own life. Well, he didn't. He says I do not identify with living my own life. So I guess it's not
How are you
answered.
living your own life, and what does it mean to live your life?
He says it's impossible to live your own life. No meaning. Says Soul Conscious.
Thank you. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Matt.
I got to get to at least one more call before time is up.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll get to the rest of them later, guys. Thank you.
Let me go to Gene, a first-time call out of Florida. Gene, you're on the air.
Hey, Jesse. How you doing, man?
Amazing.
Fantastic. Well, my first question was, you say that the proper order is Christ and God, and
God and
Christ
Christ,
over
Christ
men.
and man, man over woman.
Correct. And you said women over children, correct?
Right.
If we're supposed to overcome our mothers, at what age do the children? At what age is the mother not over the child anymore?
Around 3.
Around 3.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then I had another question as far as, like, you always say you know how to, you always say you're going to tell us how to have a boy first.
Yeah.
But I've never heard, how do you have a boy first?
Do you have any kids?
No, sir. I just got married in June.
Oh, so you trying to make a baby now?
In like 5 months. Not right now.
Oh, okay. And you want a boy first?
Correct.
I can't tell you over the air. But there is.
So how should I reach out to you?
There is a way to make a boy first. Real men make boys first.
Okay. Perfect.
Amazing. I wish you would. Does your wife obey you?
Sometimes.
Why'd you marry a woman that will not obey you?
Man, she tricked me, Jesse. So when we started dating, she was very obedient. And then we got married, and she just switched up.
Why are you going to make children with her then? The marriage not going to work.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't really believe in divorce.
She's going to punish you with your children, and she will destroy your children. It's not working already. Why'd you marry her? And now you're going to make a baby. You said she treat you right.
So here's the thing, though, Jesse. We did started listening to you after the fact, and I've been forgave my mother and my father, and I'm doing the silent prayer, and I showed her you, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go do that. So she literally flew today. So she's going to forgive her mother and her father. So we're working on it.
Well, you'll be fine then. If she work on herself and you work on yourself, you will have a marriage that will last until the day you die. But don't try to make the marriage work. Let it work naturally, or it's not going to work otherwise.
I see.
Don't put any effort into making a marriage work, any kind of relationship. Either work naturally or it's not going to work. Because the effort you put in is a sign that you know it's not going to work.
True.
And your effort is making sure that it won't work. You're not supposed to put effort in making any relationship work.
Well, that's the thing. Like, when you meet the person, it's easy. Like, there's no effort. It's really just going out. You're getting to know each other.
Because both of you lie to one another.
Right.
It's built on lies when you first meet.
Jeez. And we need to stop lying to ourselves then.
Absolutely. And I rest my case. You know what? Call me again, Gene. I got it wrong. Going to cut us off here in a minute.
Yes, sir. I'll call back. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, y'all.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married, and the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature.